The boy woke up in the morning and found that his teeth had fallen off. Then he gently pulled them out. His front teeth were easily pulled out. Then he pulled out his teeth one by one. After a while, the boy almost pulled out all his teeth. What's wrong with this world? Countless Teslas collided with each other and blocked the highway. Tens of thousands of tons of cargo wheels hit the people on the beach. They hovered on the beach and did not move. The planes in the sky fell to pieces one after another. The wreckage can be seen everywhere. Hello everyone, this is Inspire Verse 4U, which focuses on the latest TV series. This film is starring Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, and Green Book. It is also starring Mahershala Ali and the 3 Oscar-winning actors. The film is about the horror of the end of the world. The film shows the future of modern warfare as a warning and prediction to the world. Without further ado, let's get started. Amanda and her family came to the village villa on the weekend to take a vacation. The next day, they took their 2 children to the beach. Not long after, her daughter stared at the closer and closer tens of thousands of tons of cargo wheels. She was worried and told her parents that the cargo wheels were getting closer and closer. However, their parents said, "It's okay. The ship will stop in a minute." However, what they didn't expect was that the ship in front of them didn't stop. Instead, it came straight at them. The couple noticed something wrong. They picked up their belongings and ran away with their 2 children. They didn't know what happened. They quickly returned to the villa. However, they didn't realize that the end of the world was coming. At around 10 p.m., they were drinking red wine in the living room. Suddenly, they heard the doorbell. A couple of women came out of the door. The man said his name was Ali. He is the owner of this resort villa. But because he saw a large-scale power outage on the way back to the city, the people in the government were in a mess. So they came back here again. They hoped that the couple would allow them to spend the night here. Although Amanda's husband Craig thought it was acceptable, his wife Amanda was very opposed because she didn't believe Ali's words. Until Ali took the key and opened the drawer of the wine cabinet that they couldn't open. He took out $1,000 in cash from it. He said to Craig, "Even if we stay here and disturb your compensation." Craig received the cash and thought it was good. Amanda saw that the man had the key here. She also admitted that they were the original owners of this place, so they let the couple stay here. However, not long after, they saw a warning blue screen on the TV screen. No matter how you change the channel, it's all blue screen warnings. This also indicates that this is no longer a small-scale incident. The next day, Amanda, who woke up, found that the network was still not restored. So she asked her husband to drive to the town to see what happened. Not long after the father left, the little girl saw a road in the yard. Then there were 1, 2, and 3 roads, until the dense road came out of the forest. As the camera got higher and higher, the story became more and more complicated. At this time, Ali, who woke up, also said that he was going to go to his neighbor's house a few kilometers away. In fact, he knew that his neighbor was definitely not in this village, but he still wanted to go and try his luck. But when he arrived here, he found something wrong. The yard here was in a mess. It didn't look like it was damaged by manpower. The door was also open. When he pushed the door into the house, he found that the floor was all water, and the empty house was also in a mess. Ali found a box in the garage of his neighbor's house. He found a satellite phone in the box, but there was no signal on the satellite phone. What the hell is going on? When he went to the city to look for information, he saw an aunt on the road who asked him for help. But the aunt spoke Spanish. He is an American. He didn't understand what the woman was saying, so after talking for a long time, he decided to drive away. On the other hand, Ali came to the beach. He found a precious watch in the sand. But when he pulled the watch up from the sand, he found a broken arm under the watch. After leaving the aunt, he wanted to continue driving in the direction of the town. Unexpectedly, there was a red smoke at the end of the road. The higher the red smoke, the closer it flew. It was coming in this direction. He immediately turned around and ran. But no matter how he sped up, he seemed to have no time to escape. He couldn't get out of the circle of smoke. When the picture turned, Ali, who was frightened by the broken arm, stood up and looked around. The beach was full of broken arms and a large number of wrecked planes. Before Ali could figure out what was going on, he saw a huge civilian plane in the sky flying towards him. The closer the plane was, Ali turned around and ran. The plane crashed behind him. Fortunately, Ali hid in the neighbor's house first. So that's how the chaos and water came in this house. What's wrong with this world? Is the world really going to end? The guest's son was just bitten by an insect in the woods. When he woke up the next day, he found his front teeth falling off. Then he was easily pulled off one by one until he had no teeth left in his mouth. Not only humans have abnormalities, even beasts have left their homes and come to human society. The original luxurious swimming pool has become a firebird pool. The wild deer in the woods have also come out of the woods. It's a good thing that there's a spiritual deer king who's going to take over human territory with them. Amanda saw the black girl being attacked by a group of deer. She didn't even think about it and just rushed up and blocked her. Then she screamed like crazy and tried to drive away the group of deer who wanted to attack human territory. After all, animals are animals. I've never seen such a crazy tactic. So they were scared away by the 2 inexplicable humans in front of them. On the other hand, Cray and Ali came to a neighbor's house. Amanda thought it was strange people buy water and food one by one. This neighbor is very strange. It's all bought by a truck. I guess she knew it a long time ago. There will be a disconnected disaster like this in the United States. So the two drove with the boy and came to his door. They tried to knock on the door and asked Danny to come out to see. However, Danny, the owner of the house, asked them to step back 5 meters. Then he opened the door with a shotgun and came to the door. Allie and Danny smiled when they saw it. Danny thought it was a big deal. Cray told Danny that his son didn't know what the reason was. Suddenly, his teeth fell off. He hoped Danny could provide some medicine to save the boy. Danny said the same thing happened in Cuba a while ago. First, the internet was cut off. Then some people started to lose their teeth. But Danny said he bought the medicine himself. Come on, Danny, you can't desert us like this. Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there, George? We've all been deserted. However, when Cray wanted to take out the money and said he could buy it, Danny said the government is paralyzed now. The cash is like a waste. Danny, who looked cold and heartless, had no choice. But for his son, Cray had to humbly ask Danny to save him. However, what was waiting for them was Danny's shotgun. Knowing that there was no way to negotiate, Allie also raised the gun hidden behind and confronted Danny with the gun. But this was not what Cray wanted to see, so he rushed to the middle of the two and told them not to shoot. Everyone calmed down. Then Cray said, with his own sincere feelings, that he just wanted to save his own child. He knew Danny had his own daughter. He said, "If your daughter was in trouble, I believe you would do everything to find a way to save her." Danny was finally moved by Cray's sincere words. So he sold a bottle of medicine to Cray. They took the medicine and gave it to the boy right away. Just when they were about to drive back, Allie told Cray some of the truth he knew. He said he had a friend in the Ministry of Defense. That person spent a long time studying what kind of military operations could make a country paralyzed or collapse at the lowest cost. What was terrifying was that just 3 simple steps were enough. The first step was to isolate and cut off the communication and traffic of the target, making the target as deaf and blind as possible. The second step was chaos, using secret attacks and wrong information to intimidate them, suppressing their defensibility and psychological endurance, making their weapon system vulnerable to extremists and their own army. Without a clear enemy or motive, people will start to kill each other. If the operation is successful, the third stage will also happen naturally. What's the third stage? A coup d'etat. As soon as the picture turned, the 2 people on the other side who escaped from the attack were in the woods and saw something that made them unconfident. Their American lifeboats actually fired 4 times in a series of missiles. The explosion of the missile made the mushroom clouds spread out in the middle of the city. Ali was right about all of this. The end of the United States has finally come. This disaster exposed the excessive dependence of modern society on technology. A silent attack can completely collapse the order. The disaster did not come from the outside. The gap between people's hearts and guesswork are more fatal. Only by letting go of the guard in your heart and trusting each other can humans find a chance in a desperate situation.